What was your childhood like?
Well, let me think. Well, I think it was pretty fairly normal. I went to school. I played sports.
What sports?
Let's see. I played baseball, soccer, basketball. I wasn't really good too much at basketball. Oh, okay at soccer and fairly good at baseball. Yeah, and we we had to walk to school because the school was close by. Everybody in the neighborhood went to the same school, and everything was pretty normal, but not like today. We didn't have all the fast foods as well. We had hamburger joints that were small, privately owned restaurants. We didn't go out to dinner very much, and oh, I don't know. That's pretty much it. You know, um, childhood. That means up to what, about 15 or 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty normal, I think, for at that time.
Did you have a favorite family member?
What's that?
Did you have a favorite family member?
Back then, my sister got married young. She got married at 19, and I was 13. That was it. We only had two in the family. So my sister got married, moved out, and my parents were all busy all the time. Yeah, my dad worked a lot, and my mom worked too at home. They had a little business, you know. So, and I guess my favorite family member, probably my brother-in-law. Yeah, because he wasn't that much older, you
Mm.
know, about 8, 9 years older than me. So that was probably the one. Yeah.
How would you like to be remembered?
Uh, uh, how would I like to be remembered? Never thought of that one before. Um, I don't know that I have any any thoughts about that. You know, just as a plain old guy. That's all. That's it. Nothing in particular.
Yeah. What did you think your life would be like when you were older?
When I was younger,
Yeah.
what did I think it would be like?
Yeah. Like, what did you think you were going to be, say, 20 years from
Oh,
college?
well, tell you the truth, I never gave that a lot of thought. I was I wasn't a very good planner, I guess. I didn't think a lot about longer term. I was focused on the near term. Yeah, yeah. Really didn't do much long range planning uh, in my childhood. You know, after high school, then it got more serious. You had to start thinking you know, what you're going to do for your life. Um,
Did you know what you wanted to do when you were in high school?
Actually, not. No, not really. I didn't really have much in the way of goals. No.
Speaking of school, did you enjoy school? Did you enjoy school?
I enjoyed grade school. High school, not really, because it was more of a habit than a goal, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would say I wasn't a really good student in high school. No.
How so? Did you just not try?
Yeah, I don't think I was goal oriented. I didn't have any goal I was striving for, and I got interested in what do you call it? The my oh gosh, having fun, and I quit playing sports. So that was high school was not a really great experience.
Why did you quit playing sports?
Just start running around, having fun. That's all. Yeah.
So after high school, like what was your job? Like what did you do after high school? Did you go to college?
Yeah.
Where?
I went to a Harris, which is a small community school for actually it was this college for teachers, and my mother always said, you got to get an education, you got to get an education. Finally it dawned on me I had to get an education. Anyhow, I ended up there, and that's kind of where I thought I'd be. I thought being a teacher, I thought I would like that, so I went there right out of high school. Yeah. And graduated as a teacher. And then I started teaching for a year, and then back in those days, you had to go in the army when you were out of high school. It was mandatory. So at that time, if you went to college, you got a deferment. So I started teaching, and then I got a knock on the door that said, we got plans for you, So anyhow, so then I got drafted into the Army, and there served 2 years, and that was a pretty good experience on balance. So after that, I decided maybe teaching wasn't for me. I wanted to be more in business because my dad had a business too, Although I didn't want to be in his business. It was real hard work. So I thought, nah, I don't think I want to do that all my life. So yeah, I gave up teaching and got into a business, trucking business, through a friend of mine. And that was that. What else?
So didn't you start a business with like one of your friends?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Can you tell me more about that?
Well, I got moved up to Pittsburgh. I went up to Pittsburgh to work for this company that I was with. And anyhow, I was up there 8 years or so, and the company got bought out, and went into a lot of changes. So anyhow, I left that because of another guy I met, and went into a kind of a finance broker. Yeah. Let's see, where were we? I forgot. Went into that, and then moved back to St. Louis and stayed in the finance business. What was I doing? I forgot what I was. The question. Your question?
Oh, you started the business with your friend.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I moved back to St. Louis in a new job, but in the same industry, and that's where I shared an office with a guy, and for a year or so, and then he left, and we kind of stayed in touch over the years, and so about 10 years later, we kind of both kind of decided we try going into business for ourselves. And so, having been in the business we had customers and that we knew and so forth. So it wasn't starting from scratch. We had people, that we had worked with for several years. Yeah, so anyhow, that's how I met him. He was 6 years older. And anyhow, so we started our business in 1992. Yeah.
What was the business?
We would manage people's money. Yeah. They would give us their money if, and we would manage it. That was basically it. Yeah. Yeah, and then he just passed away last year. So worked out okay. Worked out okay. It's, now, let's see, started in the finance in 79. So, man, that's been 40 years?
Do you still do it now?
Nah, not much. Little bit, not really. Not really. No, just have a couple people that I still do work with, Yeah. Oh, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So what lessons has being in the financial business taught you?
What has it taught me? Well, that's a good question. What has it taught me? Well, obviously, you learn a lot about how businesses work, how people can start businesses by raising money, by getting capital to start their business, and how the financial system works, how investing works, how you get to know a lot of different people, so you get a pretty good perspective on people in general. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, nothing, nothing rocket science, but somewhat technical. Yeah, yeah. You have to know a little bit. Yeah.
And then my final question is, what advice do you have for somebody my age?
Oh, that's easy. Well, unfortunately, there's no free lunches you have to set your goals, realistic goals. You have to work hard. You have to be persistent. You really need to have good people skills, you know. In life, you have to be able to speak and associate with people. And it helps if you got really good skills and can speak well. Very important. Most successful people have the ability to communicate well. You know, that's really a very important attribute. Having goals and setting goals is very important, and working hard and being persistent. And that would mean studying in school while you have a chance. Playing sports is good because it teaches discipline and competition, and the world is competitive. More so today than ever, I think. You know, there's a lot of competition for everything. So, you know, you need to be prepared for that when you get out of school.
That's it?
Yeah, I think so. Work hard, be goal oriented, be persistent, learn how to speak well to other people. It's very important. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, I think. That's not a whole lot to it. It's just
Yeah.
it's the way it works. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a lot of it's just, I think probably the most important thing is, well, I think all those things are important actually, but the most important thing is know where you're going. You know, be committed to a goal, work hard, and things happen. Things happen. It works. So, oh, they're home.